I'm out in the wilderness. Like I'm out here every fucking day, all day. Oh, but it happened. And that to me, that's as hard as that was, and how elusive the cougars are. That is fucking realistic as shit, man. I feel like I really went out on a hunt, man, and it's that is some immersion right there. That's good. I'm gonna applaud that experience. I'm gonna give that experience a 10 out of 10. As frustrated as I was, now that I've caught the goddamn thing, nothing
Was it
more
frustrating?
rewarding. It was very. But victory. I took a I win.
I win! My win! I am the one who plays video games. I am the one who wins.
That's right. I'm the guy. That's great.
Morning, mister.
I'm gonna make sure her cartoons are still on. I'll be right back.
Good morning. You all right? Very well. Good for you.
I gotta see if I can share that video. I recorded a video after the fact. I gotta edit it.
Edit it out. Damn it.
Yo, Gabba Gabba is extremely repetitive.
No way.
Let's see how
Don't
long it.
believe it.
Okay, my girl.
My girl.
Calm down.
Talking about my girl.
Do you like the, or were you a fan of the cinematic trailer for Fallout 76?
I was offended by it.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, boy, this trailer looks a hell of a lot like they spent a hell of a lot more money on this trailer than they did the game.
That's crazy that you'd say something so hurtful about that trailer and or the game.
Yeah, that's what I said on
Wait,
the
you've
Facebook
seen the
post. I
Destiny
got torn
trailers,
up.
right?
Oh yeah, I remember those.
Yeah, those
Yeah,
were
and I
like the
remember
same
also
thing.
the "Oh, such a perfect day."
Wasn't that the PlayStation
That's the
one?
PlayStation
Yeah.
commercials, but they had people playing Destiny in the commercials. They were playing everything. Now they just get out of it. They get out of hand. I don't know who they've got working on those. Who's fucking in charge of the photography or whatever the fuck they got
It's me.
going on. But yeah, they're finding like you can find so many games in any one of those commercials.
Yeah.
Where is this? Why did I pause it? Oh, because of Willow. Damn. Start right here. Let's preview. Oh, I can't see where this fucking head. Okay. Save as new video clip. How many game hours do you think I fucking spent trying to hunt panthers?
I don't know, but I was really surprised that I hit 24 hours in the Fallout beta.
Oh wow. Oh yeah.
I got a little like quest thing achieved. You know, a little like I want to call them objectives or something. I'm not sure what they call the things that give you atoms for the atom shop. Yeah, I got it right towards the end of the beta. It means there's only like an hour or two people could have not played and still gotten that, unless they were on Xbox, in which case they got much more opportunity. Also, I assume it's on PC and somebody just fucking like added shit to their game, but I saw a thumbnail for somebody in full XO1 power armor. It said, "We launched a nuke," or whatever, and like there's a nuke going off in the background. It's like maybe they just pieced together pictures of the Nuka-Cola Quantum, or what was it? Yeah, Nuka-Cola Quantum XO1 armor from Fallout 4 in the foreground, the nuke in the background, because it was really nice looking XO1 power armor, like a nice paint job and shit.
Damn,
But
we gotta work to that.
Well, yeah, I'm not even sure they have XO1 power armor, like in the game. But it's like that is interesting. I was tempted to launch a nuke.
I'd like to, just to see what happens.
I mean, we'll be able to. I'll have all those launch codes. But I'd like for us to each have a set of power armor put together before that, because it'll provide a little bit of rad resistance. Plus, I assume that the nuke silos are going to have high-level enemies to keep just anyone from launching nukes. And if I'm not 100% mistaken, it might take 4 of us to launch a nuke. Because it might require simultaneous inputting of 1/4 of the code.
Hey, mister, that's one nice-looking horse you got there. How about we see how fast it is? Hold on a minute. Hear me out. First one to Caliga Hall.
Oh, why not?
Ready? Let's go. Fast. I'm no gunman. Lord, help me.
Sorry. This lady started a race with me, and immediately I ran my horse into hers.
Let's go, girl.
We had not even gotten out of the intersection where she proposed the race to me, and I've ran my horse right like over hers.
Yep.
Oh jeez.
Alright, I've uploaded it to YouTube, shared it to Facebook. Hopefully, I don't know, at some point I'd like to add some audio and some music, some like really epic victory music.
Go on YouTube, go to YouTube Studio, and look at their free music they have. They've got like all this Creative Commons music.
Oh hell yeah. Yeah, I'll have to get in there and fucking mess with it. As long as I don't delete this video, I'll hold on to it, but play some really epic music and then slow it down right whenever I take the shot. And then I'll just scream over the top of it. Yes! Yes! Man, it feels good.
Oh
Hopefully
yeah,
you
Share
don't have
Factory has
ears
music
with-
too.
Yeah, it does. And some of it's pretty good.
I was really happy with some of the music I was able to add to clips where, like, I had, like, oh, hold on, 1 second. Warp. Alright. Yeah, so, like, at the end of my Battlefield beta clip, I got revived and had this bug where I was like swinging my rifle around real weird, and that was like a bug that happened a few times in the beta. And so I did, like, I sped up the footage and played this music where it's like, oh yeah, oh yeah. It just shows my dude like freaking the fuck out. But like, it's funny because like, yeah, it's like somebody takes a huge syringe and injects it into you, and it's like adrenaline or something. Dude's like freaking out.
What to do? What to do? I think I'm gonna do more hunting.
Yeah, I'm at that spot where you found all those boars. See what I find.
Yeah, that area and the area just north, east of it. Those two little circled out fucking. They're like rounded off by the roads.
Uh-huh.
There's boar in both of those sections.
There
Really,
better
fucking boar all over the fucking place out there.
You know, you only have to change your ammo once per rifle per session, or once per gun per session. Or actually, not even. I still have express ammo loaded into my revolvers, so...
Yeah, I did notice that earlier today when I first logged in. I was like, hey, this shit's still loaded from last time I was playing. So, fuck yeah.
Those split round ones are really easy to make.
Oh yeah, I just hold X until he's done. It just keeps crafting.
So you're telling me... Oh, I went the wrong way. You go south. So I'm like, this is a big cornfield.
Do you see that little L-shaped building there?
Yes.
That's the building. My plan was to place the potent bait and sit on that rooftop and wait until he fucking showed up. That was not working at all. But that was where I spent most of my time. It was right there by that little L-shaped building.
You can get on top of the roof of that, you said?
Yeah, there's a little it's a little thing you can stand on out on I think on the left side of the building.
It would really depend which way you're coming from.
It really would. Yeah, it's like a little. In modern times, I'd call it an AC unit, but today it's just like a little fucking box. I guess they use to put shit in. Trash or something.
Compost heap, or maybe just a food storage bin? I'm not sure what it is.
Could be this. This could be compost. I don't know. I'm always seeing raccoons coming around it.
So I lost all those legendary pelts, but I don't think it matters.
Okay, girl. Damn. Me too.
Wait here, girl.
Yeah, this house is a great spot to hunt from.
Yeah, you can pick boar off all fucking day from right there.
Well, maybe I will. Then we'll see who's laughing. Won't be those
I'll be
damn
laughing.
boar.
No. I'm thinking I might just go back out there and fucking just kill them just to kill them. Because of all the trouble they caused me. I won the round.
Oops. See, there are no boar here.
But there's plenty of panther though.
There's nothing here right now. There's one perfect deer.
Oh shit. I was dealing with at least 6 boar at a time.
I just tried to go into vets.
Yo, I was playing Fallout, I kept trying to do shit that I would do with Arthur, like crouching, and it's the opposite button to crouch. That was really bothering me.
Put some bait down.
I hate Domino's.
Hmm?
Domino's, the game.
Oh. I thought you were talking about the restaurant, because I thought they wouldn't deliver to you anymore.
Oh, when I lived in Maine, they stopped delivering to. Called them. I used to fucking guarantee against them. They didn't like that.
This doesn't seem good. Oh! There we go. I'm gonna save a clip of that. I'm gonna look back and that bait's gonna be fucking gone. Yeah, there's no wildlife here, man.
Well, that's bullshit. There's rabbits and deer and badger and raccoons and fucking snakes. Watch out for the snakes. Squirrels.
I hope there are no snakes up on this roof.
Warthogs. I think I might have got bit by a snake on that roof one time.
Did you find a giant snake down in the wetlands?
No.
Oh, there's a huge one. It's like several body lengths long. Hold on. I think I can just send you a picture of it. Okay, here wildlife. I think it's a fox. Oh, I hear pig. I hope something goes for this fucking bait. God, I constantly use Deadeye instead of going into, like, Eagle Eye. It's like all I fucking do. You got yourself stuck in that roof?
Stuck in it?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, go up to like the peak of the roof and then roll forward. You'll get yourself stuck in it. Ugh, if you don't dive all the way off of it, Jesus. You have to be a little bit back from the crest.
I like to park my horse just outside, just off the edge of the roof so I can jump down and land on the horse. It's great.
Shit. Damn it.
Yeah, I heard a boar and presumably a fox earlier. I wonder where they're at.
I'm gonna go see what animals I need. I need to catch a beaver is what I need to catch. I think I know where to go. Remember I found that beaver dam but no beavers?
Mhm.
Fucking rabbits everywhere. I don't remember where that was. Hopefully I can find it. Try here. Ah, you probably hunt beaver with fucking...
What, small game arrows?
Yeah. Oh, bitch, leave me alone. Chick is chasing me, trying to get me to race. I wanna win, bitch. Oh, she took a shortcut, huh?
What do you mean?
I decided to race the bitch anyway, and she cut down through the fucking woods.
Don't you have to go the same way she does?
Yeah.
Well, so how could she possibly
I
take a
was
shortcut?
going the way I thought I was going the right way.
Oh no, you're gonna lose if you went any way besides the way she went. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think I got this though.
I had that problem. I was already going to roads when she challenged me to a race. And so I'm like, okay, great. And so I just let my horse autopilot. It's like, you're leaving the race. And it's like, you sure about that? It's not like I'm hopping on fucking Subway. Fucking getting off at the end of the race.
I liked the races on the first one. They were a lot like GTA races.
What, a lot of shooting people?
Yeah, there's a little of that. There's
Knocking
you have
people
there's
off the road?
yeah, knock people off their horses and shit, kicking them over. Not really kicking them, but shooting them, and smashing into them.
You ain't kick for your horse in this game.
Oh yeah. Later, slowpoke. I got one of the biggest fucking horses in the game if not the biggest horse in the game. Motherfucker, he's still the fastest too. I love this horse.
I can't get anything to get on this bait.
What bait?
Fucking predator bait.
Yeah, that's a bad spot for bait apparently.
Well, you were able to get fucking boars on it.
Yeah, I was.
That's what I want, is boars.
I find a lot of boars through there just wandering around.
I want them. Give them to me.
Just kind of circle that road a little bit, you know what I mean? Just kind of go around the inner perimeter of the road and kind of, you know, crouch around and walk through there. You'll hear them. You'll fucking see them. You should.
Yeah, I sure should.
You're gonna get eaten by a panther though. Yeah, that'll be how that goes. You're gonna see a panther every time you respawn.
Yeah, I'm gonna spawn back at my camp, like, eventually, and it's just gonna be, like, panther there. Like, in my bed. There's a fucking boar.
Grats.
Ain't boar no more. Yeah, I think the moving around thing is gonna be a much better idea than sitting on that house. Made myself some bacon and eggs for breakfast.
I had scrambled eggs. Not bad. What? That's a beaver.
Unbeaverable.
I'll say.
So how long does it take your goddamn Deadeye bar to replenish if you got Deadeye core? Like a million fucking years?
It replenishes by getting kills and good shots while not using Deadeye.
Well, I thought it replenished by draining your core. Like every other bar in the game.
I don't know, I think the Deadeye bar might work differently.
Go fuck themselves.
Oh, yeah. It's dead, horse.
Wonder if I can get some animal fat off of passers-by. So, you know, if you get towards the end of the game and you want that extremely good ending or whatever the fuck, just do Chorin.
Yeah.
Just Chorin.
Chorin. Walk around town just saying hi to every damn body.
I can do a lot of fist fights when I try and do that, though.
Yeah.
People like, oh, I like my personal space.
Howdy. Top of the morning to you.
How are you now?
Not so bad, you.
It's good, and it's not so bad, man. We'll get it down eventually.
Good, you. Not so bad.
Not
good,
so
you.
bad.
Not so bad.
Yeah.
Good, you. Not so bad.
They have it like down pat. Like they don't even fucking. It's like if you work in fast food and you say the same thing to every single customer. It's like it's just a series of sounds.
Yeah, like telemarketing.
Oh, so I heard that dude you didn't like won fucking governor, didn't he?
What dude I didn't like?
The dude.
Oh, Scott?
Or
No,
no, he didn't
Rick
run for
Scott
governor
won
this
Senate.
time, did he? He ran for something else.
Yeah, he's.
Oh, okay.
He won Senate. But a lot of these things are being contested. They're finding ballots in the backs of people's cars and in closets at schools. They're
What?
finding ballots all over the place. There's probably going to be a
I haven't
recount.
been keeping up with it that much. I heard that it was close
Yeah,
enough
there's-
for an automatic recount or some shit, but I don't know.
He was at one point. He was up like 60,000 votes, and now I don't know. But I think the last I heard, he was up at like 15,000. Some shady shit's going down. It's always some shady shit in Florida. It seems like we can't fucking. Florida just can't fucking do elections right. They should just lose their ability to participate. God, it's always a recount in Florida. You can count on that.
Can you recount on that?
You can recount on that. Yeah, very good.
It's just they like elections so much they just want to count them more than once, man. They're just big into counting.
They just really love counting that shit. Yeah. Yeah. So that's the last I heard about it. Is that there's a lot of talks about that, and I think even the governor race is going like that too. But Gillum, he what's the word? Conceded. Is that the word? Gillum conceded. Yeah, that's the word. He conceded to DeSantis, and now they're wanting to fucking drudge that one up too. It's like, when you concede and say, "All right, my opponent has beat me," you shouldn't be allowed. I mean, you shouldn't be allowed to go back on your word. That's just a thing. I just feel like a person's word should be more than what a politician throws it around. Like, oh, this sounds good. I'll get your vote when I say this. I don't dig that. I'd rather these people be held to their fucking promises.
Yeah, like if they said they would be governor if I voted for him and they win, they're stuck being governor. They shouldn't be allowed to concede.
If he's the governor and he doesn't want to be the fucking governor anymore,
Yeah, like when
don't run for the job.
when-
It's the other way around. It's
like
this
everyone
other
keeps
guy.
getting mad at me for voting Bernie in fucking 2016, man. Like you wasted your vote. It's like, dude, the thing is, I feel
Not your
like
fault.
every presidential election ought to be like a fucking, you know, fucking 10 candidates, each one only getting like 10% of the fucking vote. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Then they'll all win. They all get a participation
well,
presidency.
no, but like one of them will be the one who got the most votes. It's like they become president, but it's like you shouldn't have two fucking parties. And it's like he was already an independent. It doesn't matter.
The
Like
unfortunate
he went
truth about it,
Democrat
though,
just to fucking get a chance of getting voted.
I would love for your dream to come true, to see a third party get up there and make a difference, and
Nader
again,
got enough votes that the Green Party actually
they
gets
were
federal funds.
yeah. Once you get to that point, but like how far has it made it since then?
Well, not very, but
it's sad.
they got.
I'd love to
Maybe they
see
just
them
did it
make
for the money. Maybe they just wanted the funding.
that would make libertarians look real fucking bad.
What? He wasn't a libertarian. Nader was a Green Party.
But dang if I don't get a prickly
Green Party, I thought that's pretty much libertarian.
Libertarian's a different party.
Well, that sounds
Also,
kinda
Green Party wanted to do away with victimless crime, but they were not in favor of basically getting rid of all government. Libertarian, I did vote for our libertarian candidate here just because he was third party, but libertarians want to basically get rid of as much government as possible.
Yeah, I kind of fall in a little bit closer to that more than anything. I wouldn't consider myself a full right-wing conservative or anything like that, because I've got a lot of views that are not at all close to right-wing. Yeah. I'm fine with my gay friends being married. I'm cool with pie. I also just happen to believe you should be able to keep your gun and keep the government needs to stay the fuck out of your life as far as taxes and as far as fucking regulations and all this other shit they impose upon us. Income tax, which was never fucking ratified, and all that shit.
What are you talking about? Income tax wasn't ratified.
It wasn't ratified, Crispy. We'll fight to the death on this one.
It's the 16th goddamn amendment. It's just as much a part of the Constitution as your right to free speech.
And like with the two-party system, we have an income tax, and there ain't shit I'm gonna be able to do about it. We have a two-party system, unfortunately, and there's not shit. I mean, voting can do something.
Yeah, you'd
about
have
it
to
in the
get
end if
two-thirds of politicians to agree we shouldn't have an income tax to get rid of that amendment.
Yeah, they need that money.
Well, yeah,
They're not
of
gonna
course.
agree to
What's
that
the government gonna do without our income tax? Like, how are they gonna build roads and shit?
I don't know how they built them before we had an income tax.
They were privately owned for the most part.
They did just fine. No,
They did not do just fine, man.
Potholes everywhere. I think the first toll roads were implemented here in Florida, actually, by citizens who had just owned the property on the fucking.
There's a panther.
Can't even find no beaver. I'm looking for beaver.
And it just shows up as a big cat because I've never seen one before, so I'm gonna go study it.
Oh yeah. Where the fuck did I find that beaver?
I don't know, man. I don't know how we could have a government without having an income tax. Like,
there's ways.
well, then all they would do is
the private sector fucking tends to take care of shit that the government.
Ooh,
doesn't really
I
do
would
very
not
well.
want, like, for instance, firefighters to be privately owned. That's like, oh, you didn't pay your fire insurance this month. Well, we're just gonna watch your house burn down then. It's like,
I don't think
or
that
fucking
would be the case.
the fucking beginning of the dystopia for me is Domino's paving
I think
fucking
it'd be really
potholes,
bad for
man.
business.
That-
It'd be really bad for business if they start letting people's houses burn down. That privatization would die real quick. There's probably the fire departments and shit. Aren't they unionized?
No,
So,
ours
like,
isn't. Ours is just a volunteer fire department, but they still get
Well, I'm just,
funds
thinking,
for
like,
fire
fire
trucks and
brigades
shit.
from back, like New York City back in the day, like shit.
Yeah,
I've seen
New
the
York
movie,
probably has unionized fire department. They have unionized cops. Our cops aren't. I don't think are unionized.
Yeah, that's why they're always like in Chicago and stuff. That's why they're always going on strike all the fucking time. But they
well, so
yeah, what was I
the
saying?
Domino's
The
thing.
fucking fire departments and shit.
Have you seen that ad?
Well,
on
yeah,
TV?
their thing about fixing the potholes, and
That's
they say right
the
on there.
beginning of the
like,
dystopia for me. Fucking mayors of some places have been like, I'm okay with this. I'm totally down to, like, not pay for paving roads and just let Domino's do it. But that's gonna be like, Domino's gonna be like, well, if y'all
They're not going to
order,
stop paying for it. Domino's is only deciding the ones that they deem necessary.
that's
like,
what I'm saying.
If they don't feel like I'm hearing you.
Yeah.
We're on the same page there. Yeah, I see what you mean, but like a pothole is not a burning house. I feel like the fire department already kind of went through some shit like that. Like they in New York City back in like the fucking what was it? I want to say the 18 fucking 90s. Yeah, the 1800s or so. Whenever the fire brigade was becoming a big deal, and because the city was one building lit up, fucking 100 of them lit up. They had a lot of fucking work to do, and yeah, they banded together, and they would help some people's houses from burning. They would, they put it on like a value. Like, if you were poor, your house probably was gonna burn down, but if you like had a bakery downtown or that everyone went to, you're probably gonna be okay. And so that had to change, and that's when the state fire departments and shit like that were actually, implemented and shit. They had regulations and rules they had to follow. They couldn't just let this house burn because it wasn't part of it wasn't part of commerce. It wasn't a commercial building, so it just got to burn. They had to be like, no, every house counts. Every individual building, every fucking apartment, everything counts, and they had to make do. But I'm pretty sure, because back then the fucking cops and the firefighters, and there was like that Gangs of New York movie.
Mm-hmm.
That's how those people were, man. That Gangs of New York movie. I feel like whenever I was watching that, it reminded me of being in history class, watching the way that shit went down, how the gangs were together, and then the police were pretty much their own gang. It hasn't really changed too much since then, as far as that goes. They're pretty much their own gang, and fucking. And I don't know. That's probably why you're right about the fact that a privatized fire department wouldn't work out too well. Probably because it already didn't work out too well.
Yeah, and well, I feel like that's going to be the case for almost any public service, right? Like roads are public service, fucking water is a public service. I mean, water is privatized, but it's heavily regulated. And I mean, if it wasn't,
yeah, I'm so thankful I have my own water.
Yeah, like the people who provide our electricity can't deny you service, but they can charge you a ridiculously large deposit if you have like really bad credit or whatever. But yeah, you can't. Like if it was just like, oh, there's no regulations, it's like, no, you have bad credit history, we're just not going to give you power. And it's like, if the power company won't give you power, you're run out of town because you have to have power in order to rent an apartment. If you have a house, I guess you don't have to have water or power.
Yeah, you gotta pay to have the power turned on. Yeah, I know about that. I've tried to apply for apartments before, and whenever they started pulling out those lists of things I needed to have ready before I even moved in, I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna fucking buy a house instead.
Yeah, if you wanted to, you could go without water or power. I mean, you'd probably have a rough time of it, but like you could make that choice if you wanted to.
Yeah, like, I'll be right back, man. I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but I gotta go to the bathroom.
I wonder what activity is nearby that I can't camp.
Goes right through a motherfucker. I gotta find beaver. I didn't mean to cut you off before.
Oh, it's all
good. Saying something about it.
But yeah, like, to me, people are like, haha, that Domino's commercial is cute or whatever, and it's like, to me, it's a dystopia. That is the dystopian future of the free market dictating what gets done. And, I mean, if we went all in on the free market determining what gets done, that'd be one thing, because then it's like, then I think that would end up being truly just, because, like, but there'd be a lot of human cost, which I only mind if we take a half measure towards it, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we were able to go all in, then it's like, rich people would learn really quickly that they need to continue to support poor people if they want to stay rich, which is the system right now.
Good example is like over in Africa, we've got, who is it? John Legend or somebody? No, it's Akon. Akon's the one doing all kinds of shit over in Africa, supplying all these people with electricity and water and everything. Hundreds, like, I don't know about hundreds of thousands, but I know thousands of people he's been able to help with that. And their government's not fucking doing it, but here this guy he comes in and just does it. That's a private citizen coming in and making change and bringing water and electricity to thousands of Africans who never would have had it, and thusly they're able to have schools and things like that with very little to no government influence, because basically those governments, they're all about war these days. They're all killing each other and fucking putting AK-47s in the hands of 8-year-olds and saying go fucking fight and die for this big
Well,
pile of dirt.
those are also more private people. The warlords are not part of the actual government.
That's right. That's right. They're like mercenaries and shit who left over from previous wars. They're battle hardened motherfuckers that just keep jumping back into a fight. It's never over. It's always happening.
I mean, someday it'll be over.
Maybe.
Yeah, once we find some oil in the middle of Africa, it'll be over.
It's diamonds for Africa, buddy. We got sales and K jewelers. It's the
Diamonds aren't really worth that much.
I think there's coal in Africa. Plenty of coal.
Yeah, but we got all these regulations against coal. Also, did you see the new South Park?
No, man, I've been missing it, but I'll be able to catch it lately because I lost view in Netflix, so I'll be watching.
Literally everybody keeps making fucking Red Dead Redemption fucking references.
Oh,
the cop's all pissed off because like he wants to go home, play Red Dead Redemption, and like there was like a school shooting or something. Or it turns out not to be a school shooting. It's Man Bear Pig mauling people, but
Man, no, not Man Bear Pig.
Yeah,
so Man Bear Pig.
It's just a fucking riot because the cop is just so pissed, and then he finally gets home to play Red Dead Redemption, and his wife had like played it, and he's like, well, I've got to start over, and he like puts on his hat and coat like he's gonna leave and like find a new wife, and like he just sits back down and fucking has to play through the snow fucking shit again.
Damn. The river leading out of the southern part of Elysian Pool on the eastern front of New Hanover. Leading out of Elysian. Okay, I'll go here. Shit!
Oh, I can't sleep at the Moonshiners camp. Anyway, I gotta get ready to go